No need to overcomplicate things. You can keep things super simple because you only need 3 tools to have a successful garden if you're just starting out, plus a couple bonus ones, so stick around till the end for that. The first thing is a good quality hand trowel, hand shovel, or hand transplanter. They're all basically the same. I like this one from Corona because it is basically solid. I have never had one of these break on me. You can be pretty rough with these, but they're very sturdy. Don't get like the $5 ones from Lowe's or Walmart, because where they are welded together or put together, it is very flimsy and you can easily bend or break it. But I like this one too because it has a little root cutter, so if you're transplanting something in grass or in another area where there's a lot of roots, this will help. And then no need to get anything fancy, but just a good mid-range hand transplanter. The second thing, a good pair of hand pruners. You do not need loppers, especially if you're just starting out. And I'll get to the bonus tool where you really don't want to use loppers anyway. But a good quality lopper, like also this Corona brand, I'm not sponsoring anything, I just really like their tools. Something to where you can see this type of construction, solid steel spring. This is basically only 3 pieces, the spring, this part, and then the blade part. No need to buy those overpriced Felcos. Those are like 60 bucks. This here was like only 20 off of Amazon, and these have worked very well. I need to clean them, but as you can see, these will last for pretty close to a lifetime if you take care of these. So another great tool you can have as a beginning gardener, because you can cut branches up to about ½ inch, maybe just a hair bigger with these, and they are really handy, and I really like them personally. Then the third thing you need to have a successful garden if you're just starting out is some sort of bigger shovel. So we have the small shovel for transplanting like small vegetables and etc. But if you're starting to get into bushes, maybe you're transplanting something as big as those bushes there, you want to make sure you have either a square point shovel or a rounded point shovel. Either will work. Rounded point works better for transplanting bushes and stuff, and a square edge works better for like edging around the grass perimeter or something. As you can see right here, I used a square shovel to go up that line. Those are the only essentials that you need to start a garden, but hey, sometimes there's a few more things that you need. If you're older in particular, or you have trouble bending down, I would recommend a stand-up dandelion weeder or something along the lines of that if you have a lot of weeds that have long taproots, such as in the dandelion family or anything like that. But if you can bend down, then I would recommend just a simple dandelion picker tool. These are much cheaper. I think this was like Walmart for $8, so it's really simple. You just have to get the right technique in order to use these, or else the dandelion root will break off. But all in all, this is a great tool to have if you have a lot of dandelions and you don't want to hand pick them. The next thing is, in place of loppers, use a simple hand saw. As you can see, something that has a thick tooth like this. I do prefer, again, the Coronas because those are just built better, but this is what I have for now, and hey, it works. These will cut through anything larger, such as big thick branches, so up to about 2, 3, 4 inches. I would probably get a reciprocating saw, honestly, or a chainsaw if you had anything bigger than 4-inch branches that you needed to cut, because doing a bunch of 4-inch or bigger cuts with a handsaw will get tiring very quickly. But that is bonus tip number 2, bonus tool number 2. And then of course, bonus tool number 3 is a rake. If you have leaves, or if you're raking up grass clippings, but rakes are very handy. I do not see a reason, if you are just a regular gardener, to use a metal rake. All you need is a simple single-tined leaf rake, and that will do excellent in the garden. So really, it's an overview. You don't need to make it super fancy. You don't need to make it overcomplicated. In fact, all of these tools here probably only cost about $60. So, there are so many different types of tools that you can, really price it up. You can get $60 pruners, like those Felco ones that I mentioned. Don't get those. I don't like the quality and the design of them. Those, in my opinion, will last a lot longer if you take care of them. Same with the shovel or any of the other tools. Keep it simple, because I want as many people to get into gardening as possible, or I want to help people to say, hey, you don't need 85 fancy tools to garden. You only really need 3, and then a few bonuses for certain applications. But of course, we are in the full gardening season. If you want to see how I protect my plants in this blazing sun, why I use this stuff right here. Do full sun plants need shade? You definitely need to check out this video now because it will increase your harvest by 30%.